On Wednesday, the 27th of November 2024, the full moon will shine brightly in Gemini, a zodiac sign known for its intellectual depth, curiosity, and adaptability. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, which imbues this lunar event with an energy that encourages clear expression, open dialogue, and deep intellectual exploration. This is a time when conversations, whether with others or within oneself, become especially important. The full moon's energy amplifies the ability to articulate thoughts clearly, making this a prime moment for addressing miscommunications, misunderstandings, and unresolved issues. Gemini's dual nature compels us to embrace flexibility and change, urging us to explore new methods of communication that enhance our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The symbol of the twins reflects the balance between opposites, logic and emotion, intellect and intuition, prompting us to consider how both sides of our personality can work in harmony to deepen our interactions with others. Whether it's resolving misunderstandings, revisiting past dialogues, or having heart-to-heart conversations, this full moon brings an opportunity for clarity and connection. Conversations during this time will not only involve practical matters, but may also carry a deeper emotional or spiritual significance, allowing us to reflect on how communication plays a pivotal role in our personal evolution. This time can also be seen as a portal for self-discovery, as we find new ways to express our desires, fears, and beliefs. Additionally, Gemini's association with adaptability encourages us to reconsider how we've been relating to the world and to others. The flexible nature of this air sign supports new perspectives and encourages intellectual growth, opening doors to understanding complex ideas and exploring unfamiliar concepts. This full moon offers a cosmic invitation to step into a new phase of growth, where we are encouraged to shift our mindset, let go of outdated patterns, and open ourselves up to transformation through the way we communicate. This may involve letting go of rigid views or old belief systems that no longer serve us, allowing room for more authentic and meaningful exchanges. It also highlights the importance of maintaining a sense of curiosity and openness to change, especially in our interpersonal relationships and communication styles. Moreover, Gemini's ruling planet Mercury governs not only spoken words, but also technology and the way we connect across various platforms. This makes the full moon in Gemini an ideal time to explore how technology influences our communication and how we might use it to further connect with others in more profound and meaningful ways. The energy of this full moon may inspire us to rethink our digital presence, assess the quality of our virtual interactions, and find innovative ways to bridge the gap between physical and virtual communication. Just as the full moon illuminates the night sky, this cosmic event shines a light on the channels through which we express ourselves, encouraging us to communicate with authenticity, clarity, and openness. Chapter 1. Transformation through letting go of old patterns. The full moon in Gemini is not just about communication. It also highlights the importance of adaptability and transformation. Gemini encourages us to constantly evolve, reminding us that growth is an ongoing process. During this lunar event, the energies of Gemini will reveal areas in our lives where we've been holding on to old habits, relationships, or thought patterns that no longer serve us. This is the time to let go of the past in order to create space for new beginnings. The full moon's illuminating light serves as a beacon, guiding us toward a fresh start by highlighting the parts of our lives that need to be cleansed and released. It's a reminder that personal growth can only occur when we release the weight of past attachments. As the full moon in Gemini brings clarity, it shines a light on the areas where resistance to change has been strongest, and provides us with the strength to embrace that change. This may manifest as letting go of relationships that have run their course, clearing mental clutter that inhibits progress, or shedding outdated self-perceptions that limit our potential. Whether it's adopting a fresh perspective, trying new approaches in our daily routines, or releasing old beliefs that limit our growth, this is the moment to let go. The lunar energy gives us the courage to step into the unknown, knowing that we are supported in our efforts to evolve. By releasing these old attachments, we allow ourselves to grow into more authentic versions of who we are meant to be. Letting go is not about abandoning what is important. It's about freeing ourselves from what holds us back. Gemini's influence brings an understanding that transformation need not always be drastic or painful. Instead, it can unfold as a series of smaller, subtle shifts. These incremental changes may involve letting go of small daily habits that no longer serve us, or reframing limiting thoughts that have been ingrained in our minds for years. Transformation, during this time, can be a gentle yet powerful process. These subtle shifts, though small on their own, accumulate over time, leading us to a more profound sense of clarity and freedom. It's the understanding that growth doesn't always require drastic measures. Sometimes, the greatest change comes from the smallest steps. This lunar cycle encourages us to embrace the small changes, knowing they will eventually lead to larger transformations. These incremental changes will gradually lead us to a place of greater personal freedom, where we are no longer bound by old ways of thinking, acting, or being. It's a reminder that transformation is a process that involves patience, mindfulness, and the willingness to evolve. There's no rush. Change, like the phases of the moon, occurs in its own time. Patience with the process of transformation allows us to release the pressure of needing immediate results, helping us to stay grounded in the present moment. Gemini's influence asks us to embrace the ebb and flow of life and to trust that, by letting go, we are making room for something greater. In doing so, we give ourselves permission to grow, to adapt, and to fully embody the potential that lies ahead. As we release old patterns, we also invite new opportunities, relationships, and ways of thinking that reflect the next phase of our journey. Chapter 2: Balancing Intellectual and Emotional Energy. While Gemini's airy energy encourages intellectual exploration, the full moon calls us to balance that with emotional depth. Gemini, as an intellectual and curious sign, naturally stimulates our mental faculties, prompting us to seek out new information, engage in stimulating conversations, and pursue novel ideas. However, the full moon in Gemini emphasizes the need for harmony between the mind and emotions, reminding us that true transformation requires a deep understanding of both realms. This lunar event offers a unique opportunity to reflect on the intersection of thoughts and emotions and how they influence the changes we wish to make in our lives. While we may feel an urge to remain light, curious, and mentally agile during this full moon, it's essential to also pay attention to our inner emotional landscapes, as emotions are just as powerful in shaping our reality as thoughts are. This is the time to assess how our thoughts and feelings are shaping our experiences. Are there areas where our emotions are misaligned with our intellectual pursuits? Perhaps there are unspoken truths or unresolved feelings that need to be addressed. For example, we may have long-held beliefs or ideas that we've built up intellectually, but which may not align with our emotional needs or our deeper sense of truth. In such cases, the full moon in Gemini serves as an invitation to examine how we have been compartmentalizing our emotional and intellectual lives. Are we ignoring certain feelings in favor of logic? Or, conversely, are we allowing emotions to cloud our ability to think clearly? The full moon asks us to bring these hidden emotions into the open, allowing us to harmonize our intellectual pursuits with our deeper emotional needs. By making this connection, we foster a more integrated approach to life, where our minds and hearts work together to guide us on our journey. Astrologically, this full moon invites introspection, a chance to dive deep into our inner world, question our emotional connections, and create clarity around what truly matters. It encourages us to explore the ways in which our intellectual growth can be balanced with emotional maturity. This full moon may bring up issues from the past or stir up emotions that we've long suppressed, giving us the chance to confront them. Perhaps it will reveal feelings we have ignored or neglected in favor of logical thinking, whether it's unresolved grief, old fears, or unexpressed desires. This time of reflection is crucial for emotional healing. It is through integrating both the intellectual and emotional that we come to know our true selves. In this process, we also become more attuned to the needs of others, gaining a deeper understanding of how they too balance their thoughts and emotions. The full moon in Gemini encourages us to express ourselves authentically without letting fears or doubts cloud our truth. By acknowledging both our emotional and intellectual selves, we create a space for genuine self-expression where both mind and heart can be heard. The awareness we gain during this lunar phase can act as a stepping stone for more honest, compassionate communication, both with ourselves and others. This is a time for healing as we become more attuned to both our minds and our hearts. The full moon's energy provides the illumination necessary for us to confront difficult truths and take steps toward emotional clarity. As we align our intellectual pursuits with our emotional needs, we empower ourselves to live more authentically, fostering a sense of balance that will serve us in all areas of life. Chapter 3: Embracing the process of personal and collective growth. As the full moon in Gemini illuminates the skies, we are reminded that transformation isn't just about individual change, but also about how we communicate that change to the world. This full moon encourages us to refine our communication, ensuring that our shifting thoughts, feelings, and actions are expressed clearly and with authenticity. Transformation during this lunar phase calls for us to not only evolve within, but also to share our growth with those around us. Our words, once shaped by old thought patterns and habits, can now become instruments of clarity, truth, and connection. This full moon provides the perfect backdrop for us to articulate our journey of change and share our deeper selves with others. The energy of Gemini supports us in speaking our truth, asking the questions that need to be asked, and embracing the changes that come with honest self-expression. The ability to communicate effectively is vital, whether we are dealing with personal relationships, professional endeavors, or our internal journey of self-discovery. This lunar event provides a powerful opportunity to express our evolving selves and connect with others in a more meaningful way. It invites us to examine how we communicate with the world, both outwardly, through spoken or written words, and inwardly, through the narratives we tell ourselves. The full moon's energy urges us to ensure that our expression reflects our truest selves, free from the distortions of fear, doubt, or societal expectations. This is a time to embrace vulnerability in communication, as the full moon in Gemini encourages us to share our authentic selves with the world. Whether we are confronting challenges in our personal relationships or expressing new ideas in our professional lives, this is a moment to refine our communication to ensure it aligns with our evolving truth. In Buddhist philosophy, transformation is deeply tied to the understanding of impermanence, the natural cycle of change that governs all aspects of life. Just as the full moon rises and fades, so do our experiences, emotions, and identities. Each phase of the moon reminds us of the transient nature of life and the importance of embracing change as part of the greater flow of existence. The full moon in Gemini serves as a reminder to embrace change with mindfulness, letting go of attachments and trusting the process. This alignment with impermanence encourages us to release our tight grip on what is no longer serving us, understanding that the nature of life itself is to evolve and transform. It's through letting go of these attachments, whether they be emotional, physical, or mental, that we create space for new growth and possibilities. Remaining present in the face of change is key. By accepting the ebbs and flows of life, we allow ourselves to embrace each moment as an opportunity for transformation. The full moon's illumination invites us to examine what we have been holding on to, old habits, outdated beliefs, or past emotions, and make a conscious decision to release them. When we let go of attachments, we create the space necessary for personal and collective growth. This process is not just about individual transformation, but about contributing to the collective evolution of consciousness. By embracing change and remaining open to growth, we help foster a culture of expansion and understanding, both within ourselves and in the world around us. By remaining present, we can welcome each shift as part of a greater, unfolding journey, understanding that growth is inevitable and essential for our evolution. Each phase of change, no matter how small or large, is integral to the larger process of becoming. The full moon in Gemini reminds us to navigate these shifts with mindfulness, understanding that transformation is not a destination, but a continuous, unfolding journey. The wisdom of impermanence teaches us to let go of the illusion of permanence, allowing us to move freely through life's inevitable changes. In conclusion, the full moon in Gemini is a potent time for embracing both personal and collective growth through clear communication and openness to change. This lunar event offers the perfect cosmic support for refining how we express ourselves and navigate the transformations in our lives. It provides an opportunity to re-evaluate how we relate to others and ourselves, ensuring that our communication is in alignment with our highest truth. Whether it's in our relationships, our professional pursuits, or our inner world, this full moon invites us to let go of what no longer serves us and make space for new opportunities, ideas, and perspectives. As we embrace change, we become active participants in our own evolution and in the evolution of the collective consciousness, contributing to a world where growth, understanding, and transformation are celebrated.